The new moon on October the 2nd, which also falls on the day of the solar eclipse, brings with it an immense core alignment, really helping us integrate and align to all the growth, all the changes, all the transformation, all the upgrades that we have received throughout September and also throughout the eclipse gateway. It's now all coming to conclusion, really helping us feel the deep inner core alignment. And in this video, I want to share with you the key things I think you should know about this particular new moon so you can really make the most of this grounding energy that this new moon and solar eclipse bundle really brings. So like I just mentioned, this new moon also falls on this day of the solar eclipse. So if you want to learn more about the solar eclipse, the key things to know, then definitely check out the video in the description below. There's also a light language activation that goes with the solar eclipse as well to really make the most out of these beautiful energies that are now available. So both links are in the description below if you want to check them out. But now as far as the key things to know about the new moon is that the first thing I want you to know is that you will feel a deep sense of inner alignment to yourself, to your path, to your life, basically every single area of your life, because all areas of your life have received an upgrade throughout the month of September and also throughout the eclipse gateway. So you feel that deep inner alignment to all these areas. It offers that deeply internal, grounded and aligned effect, where you really feel quite steadfast in who you are, who you have grown into, what you have stepped into, what you are doing. So all areas of your life is receiving that grounding effect. Like I said, it's that core alignment. There's really that core alignment that is unfolding with this new moon, really helping you feel steadfast in who you are, in the growth that you've experienced, all of that. The second thing I want you to know is that this new moon also brings that energy of stability and steadfastness, where you really feel more secure in all areas of your life, with your life itself, with certain situations, your creations, your path, everything. You're really feeling steadfast in all of those areas. You have that deep inner knowing that, you know what, everything is going to be all right. Everything is okay. You're right where you're meant to be. And everything is going to be okay moving forward. And that everything is going to work out in just the way you want or something even better. You will have that deep inner sense of that steadfastness that's really washing over you. Where before maybe you have been worried, stressed out, wondering, not sure about your path, about who you are, what you're here to do, or any of that. But now with this new moon, it really brings that steadfastness, that deep inner alignment, where you no longer doubt of, well, what am I here to do? Is this really the right path? Is this really the right thing for me? And all of that. You know, you will really feel that deep inner sense of just being okay and knowing that, yes, this is the right thing for me. Really having that stability in your life, that inner stability. Like I said, it's about that core alignment. So as I really tuned in, I really could feel that sense, like there's like this rod kind of going in from our head down through our body into the ground, and really giving us that stability, that inner deep core stability, holding us up, really helping us feel more empowered. That's really what is available now with this new moon, and giving you also that sense of knowing that everything is going to be all right. Then the third thing I want you to know is that you also may feel that inner sense of drive, of urgency, of really moving forward, of really stepping into that next more aligned path for you, but all in a steadfast manner. So here, not just kind of going about things nilly-willy or whatnot, but really having a deep inner knowing that, okay, this is what I need to step into. And there's a deep inner drive, the deep inner urgency that I need to step into that. It's now that time to do so, but really in that core aligned way, to start making those strides forward. There's really that deep inner sense of urgency that is now really coming in with this new moon to now move forward, because September has been a big month. So many shifts, so many changes, so many upgrades. And it concludes now with the new moon solar eclipse on October the 2nd. But now then afterwards, well, we got to move forward. And that's what you then may feel with that sense of urgency, that drive to really move forward, to take those steps, to take those leaps, but all in that aligned way. Then the fourth thing I want you to know is that there are now also opportunities that are opening up, that are becoming available for you to really leap forward. And here the invitation is to really be open to that, because you're now ready, able and capable to take those leaps, to take those strides forward. But like I said, it's all about that core aligned way, right? Really that steadfast kind of way, but in a more evolved way. Like you have grown so much throughout September, throughout the eclipse gateway, and now you have transformed quite tremendously. But now your life needs to upgrade as well to match who you have grown into internally. Because you can't just go about your life how things have been prior to September, prior to all these upgrades. Whenever you're upgrading deeply from within, when you're ascending, when you're transcending, when you're releasing a lot of the old stuff which was happening throughout September, well, you are somewhat of a new being, right? A new you. And this new you needs to also upgrade all areas of your life. The things you have been doing in your life, the way you're showing up. And maybe you will feel called to really step into something more evolved. Maybe start something. Maybe expand on what you have been doing. I know for myself, I have been getting a lot of nudges throughout September to really evolve. That's why I also created Transcendence. Now, actually, I'd received that guidance even before September, but I received the guidance to launch it in September to assist awakening souls just like you on this deeply transformative journey that was really available throughout September. But now moving forward, I also feel that push to evolve, to expand, to move into something higher, more evolved. And you may experience that as well, that you are feeling that nudge, that inner urgency to really evolve what you have been doing or start something that you have been thinking about. Maybe you have received guidance, but maybe you have felt unsure, maybe a little afraid to really step into that. Well, now is that time to step into that because you've already evolved enough so you can step into that or then evolve what you have been doing. Now is really that time, and opportunities now present themselves that will allow you to leap forward, to take those steps moving forward. Then the fifth thing I want you to know is that things now are also starting to settle in. So now after the new moon, after the solar eclipse, things start to settle down again. They're getting back into alignment. The turbulent time is now over, at least for the time being. There's going to be more coming down the road. But for right now, we have been through the most turbulent time that we're now leaving behind September, and then we're closing things down with the solar eclipse, with the new moon. Then after, things are really slowing down again energetically, okay? You're still feeling then called to really move forward because, like I said, there's then that urge to really move forward, to take those leaps, to take those strides, right? To align yourself to the higher path. But the energy won't be as intense because if you remember my September forecast, I mentioned that each and every day we were receiving energetic upgrades. So we're receiving a lot of energetic downloads to really assist us in transcending, in ascending, in transforming and growing, right? So that then now comes to conclusion with the new moon solar eclipse. So things are going to calm down on an energetic level moving forward. But now it's really about really moving forward. It's about integrating all the changes, all the growth that we have experienced, and then taking the steps, taking the strides, really opening ourselves up to receiving the guidance around what do we need to step into it and actually doing it. Not just contemplating about or meditating about it. No. Then it's the time to really step into it. Act on the guidance that you're receiving. Because with this new moon, like I said, things are settling back into alignment. You are now settling into the more uplifted, more aligned, more awakened you. And you're also aligning yourself to your higher path. And that also then means it's really taking the steps, taking the leaps, going forward, moving forward, really taking those strides to really create the life that you're destined to live. But all in the most aligned and centered way, that steadfast, that core aligned way. And that's really what is available now with this new moon. So here are the 5 key things that I want you to know about. I really hope you enjoyed this video so far, that you've gotten value out of it. And if you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. Maybe leave me a comment below. Let me know. Are you already feeling somewhat of that steadfast kind of energy? Are you noticing that you're feeling more in alignment, that core alignment? Leave me a comment below. Let me know. I would love to know. But now the way you can make the most out of this beautiful new moon and also, solar eclipse bundle, energetic bundle, is, for one, you really want to give yourself time to just adjust. Allow things to settle. Really tune into that energy of steadfastness, that core alignment. Even imagine really seeing that pillar of white light coming into your head, going down your body, going down into Mother Earth, really giving you that stability, that inner stability, that energetic stability from deep within, that core alignment. And then go about your day from that core aligned place, that core aligned way of being. Also sense the feeling of stability as well. That's really important. You want to embody that sense of stability, the essence of stability, so you can move forward in a most aligned way. Because if you're really tapping into the energy of stability, then fear and doubt won't really come up because you're feeling just aligned. You're having that sense of support from deep within because you're tapping into the energy of stability and steadfastness. And then move forward each and every day, step by step. Take the steps, take the leaps, take the strides to really step into and embrace and live out your soul's higher calling, really embracing your soul's higher path. Like I said, it's no longer about thinking about it or contemplating about it or planning. No, none of that. Now it's really about stepping into that. It's really that urgency to actualize all these insights, all these guidance, all the growth that you've experienced, really actualizing that by doing it, by living out your soul's higher calling. You're now more than ready to really take that leap. And if you would like some support, because being on this journey can be quite challenging and overwhelming, and I want to invite you, if you would like some support, if you would like to be part of a community of like-minded souls who are also on this higher path as you, I want to invite you to check out Transcendence, my membership where we meet weekly. We have weekly coaching calls, mentor calls. We also have monthly workshops for deep inner transformation. There are also monthly challenges to really help you integrate the things that you're learning, really living that soul-aligned life. So if that is of interest to you, check out the link in the description below so you can find out all about what's included in Transcendence. And maybe if you feel inspired to join, then I would be honored if you were to join me and every other member on this journey of really transcending into a higher way of being. So if that's of interest to you, definitely check out the link in the description below. But thank you so much for being here. But also be sure to check out these two videos here. One is the solar eclipse forecast, and another video is about the 5 benefits of joining a spiritual community, especially in the time that we're in right now. It's absolutely beneficial to be part of a spiritual community. So thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.